Hey guys, Ezra here again with another video. Today we'll be going over starting and stopping in first gear. Oh, let me turn the car off. Right there. Arguably the hardest part of driving manual is getting started from a stop. I have to tilt this for the exposure. I'm just recording this on my cell phone. Anyways, starting from a stop, arguably the hardest part of driving manual car. And those young or new drivers wanting to learn how to drive a manual, we'll go over starting in first gear today. Now, before you start, I have some tips that'll make your life easier in terms of learning. Number one, wear the proper footwear. No flip-flops, no bare feet. You want good flat-soled shoes, preferably, that will not as much cushioning like a running shoe, but maybe like an Adidas, a thin-soled shoe is probably the best way to go about these things, because you need to feel the car and the clutch and the throttle. A cushioned shoe won't transfer the feeling of the car. Find a empty parking lot, preferably flat. A good place is a stadium or a local college campus that on the weekends is usually pretty empty. But here is a quick and dirty guide on how to start in first gear. You want to make sure you're in a safe area and you won't hit anybody or anything. So let's get to it. Now, to start a manual transmission car, you need to make sure it's in neutral. You can do this by toggling the stick left and right. If you can do this, that means you're in neutral. If you're in gear and you can't do that, if you're in gear, you won't be able to tilt the stick back and forth. So you need to either pull it down or push it up back into the center position, and you should be able to swing it back and forth. Look at my hair. Once you are in neutral, to start a manual car, go ahead and press the clutch pedal. Most modern cars now have a safety lock that won't let you start the car without the clutch pedal depressed. So let's go ahead and push that in and then go and start the car. So I rev it up to 1500 RPM, and right now I'm in first gear, so I'll slowly release the clutch. As you can see, the RPMs drop down. I'm not giving it any more gas than what I just did to get it to 1500. And as I slowly release the clutch, you can see the car starts moving. So here we go back to 0. First gear, clutch is in. I rev it up to 1500 RPM. I slowly release the clutch. RPMs dip a little bit, and I continue to release the clutch until it's fully out, and now I see my car is moving. So let's go ahead You want to try that a couple times until you get the muscle memory down. Hold on, I need to make sure I don't run anybody over. Alright. The hardest part is starting and stopping, so, or rather just starting. Once you get that down, downshifting or upshifting is not very hard. So here we go again. I need to hold the brake because I'm on a slight hill. Alright. Normally you don't need to do that, but just for the sake of learning. Alright, so again, 1500 RPM, first gear, clutch out slowly, hold it at the friction point, and then fully release, and you're good to go. You're completely hooked up. And that is how you get going in a manual. Now that you've practiced or got the hang of finding the friction point, the throttle response, and the starting and stopping, it's just a matter of practicing. If possible, I would say practice for at least a week. And once you get the hang of starting and stopping, or starting and stopping from a standstill, then you can move on to more advanced things like downshifting, rev matching, double clutching, and heel and toe shifting. All that stuff will come in time. Just start off easy, learn how to start from a stop, and you pretty much have 80% of manual transmissions down. Alright, thanks for watching.